Many of you have probably heard of benefits to fasting before. I'm referring to water fasting more than dry fasting when it comes to the purpose of manifestation. Now, many people usually speak about it according to the law of attraction, and that's why in this video I want to break down for you the 3 biggest reasons why actually water fasting will help increase the speed of the attraction, the things you want to manifest in your life, and be able to get rid of any of the things that you don't want to manifest. So it might be quite surprising to some of you, but it's very powerful, and I've used it for many years now, and I've also shared it with thousands of people around the world. And so I'm excited to dive deep into this video with all of you. But before we get into it, show reel, hit it. What's up guys, namaste, this is Sri Akarshana here, and in this video I want to break down for you 3 reasons why water fasting will help you speed up your manifestations. So we're going to dive into point number 1, right? Point number 1 is all about clearing your stuck energies. And why is that important is because if you look at it like this, right? When we cleanse, what we are doing is, especially when you do a water fast, right? When you take 3 days, it's emptying out your vessel. It is also starting to burn some of the stored fat that you are holding because it's starting to eat into it to use it as energy. That's on day 3. Now, when that happens, what's happening is our physical, always understand, is a representation of our metaphysical. So how our energy is, if our energy is stuck, it will show on this lower belt. So that's why a lot of the time people say when it lose fat, they can lose fat on this top end, but that lower little donut of a ring that we have, right, is very hard to lose. And that's because all our traumas and past and memories and things like that, all these stuck energies are stored there towards the solar plexus, the sacral chakra is stored in that energy center. And so when we're doing water fast and it actually starts eating into the fat that is there, what actually happens is it's removing the physical, therefore also clearing for the metaphysical. The energy will start to transcend and start to transpire and become a lot more vibrant. So what we are doing there, unconsciously or on a superconscious level, we are actually getting rid of certain past traumas, certain doubts, certain fears, some belief systems that may not be working for us. We're getting rid of those blockages. So that's what it does on a spiritual level. Then moving on to point number 2. Point number 2 is it empties the mind, right? You'll find this actually happens whenever, let's say for example, you haven't slept for some time. You start to lose your mind. You start to not be completely there, right? That's actually why sometimes when we do certain practices where we don't sleep, right? We stay up all night and we do a meditation, it becomes very powerful. Is because when we're not thinking, our energy can bypass out third eye into different dimensions and it can connect deeper with the universe. And so what actually happens is when you start fasting, it's highly likely, those of you who are not used to it, some of you at first will feel less energy, you'll feel tired, you'll feel sleepy, right? And while you feel that way, you'll be feeling, oh, this can't be good for me, right? Actually, some people, if you cleanse it through day 3, you'll find this home run. You actually feel there's more energy at that time, right? But what actually happens when you are less energy, you cannot think anymore. When you cannot think anymore, guess what? And you direct your energies purely towards your goals, your dreams, your manifestations, it becomes very powerful. Because now you without any of the distractions that are in the way. Usually the things that are blocking our manifestations is because we're overthinking. We're manifesting too many things that we don't want at the same time. So by emptying the mind, it actually helps clear the space for that path towards your manifestation, right? Then point number 3, reason number 3, why fasting is very good for you when it comes to law of attraction, is it because it amplifies your power, right? What does this mean? Think of it this way. How many of you before, when you are eating, and then you eat too much, and then you get into what we call a food coma, right? Why does that happen? Well, very simple. Because your energies are used to digest the food. When your energies are used to digest the food, guess what happens? It's all used there that your whole body switches off and you're like, oh, you know what? I need to sleep now. Now think of it this way. If your energies are no longer used to digest the food, then what are your energies used for? That's the point. It's not being used. So it becomes stored energy. Towards this energy center is what we call our manifestation energies, our creator energies. And so when it's not used for digesting food, guess what? Now you've got 10 extra energy. Being able to transmute, we can transmute that energy through meditation towards third eye to visualize our goals and our desires. And when we do that, it becomes 10 times, 100 times, even 1,000 times more powerful. So these are our spiritual conserved powers when it's not used for digesting food. So these are 3 reasons. Hopefully you guys, before you get into any sort of fasting whatsoever, make sure you do check on your own health. You do consult your doctor and things like that. Make sure your health is intact before you do any fasting practices. Usually when we do any water fasting, we'll do clean water for 3 days minimal, then or 5 days, or sometimes even 15 days. Again, it's not advisable that everybody does 15 days or anything like that. Make sure you look after your body, listen to your body, okay? And if you do want to join any of our fasting practice or anything like that, we very usually run these sessions with our community. All you do is you click on the first link inside the description, join our community, or check the description to see if there's any links to any upcoming events, and make sure to click on them and join our events coming up. And we look forward to doing these practices together with you. Otherwise, if this video has been informative in any way, or it resonated with anything that you've done in the past, please do hit the thumbs up, hit the like button. Also comment below, let us know where you guys have tuned in from. That's always nice to know. And finally, if you're new to this channel and you haven't already, remember to hit that subscribe button and the notifications button next to it. That's a little bell sign, by the way. Because this year, we're dedicated to making daily videos to hold you accountable to make it your best year yet. But for now, guys, we're signing out. Namaste. Namo Himalaya.